What's going on, nerds? Conan Librarian here. Wasn't away for as long as I thought, which is good and bad. But these are the books that were waiting for me when I came back from my little work trip. Except for this one. This one I got just yesterday of filming this video, and so stoked to have found this. This is the complete Dead Sea Scrolls in English. So this is, I believe, the 15th revision. This is a Penguin Classics. 15th revision, 2011. So I don't know how accurate it is. You've got to trust. Yeah, 15th edition. You got to trust that the translation is good. I'm sure it's fine. I don't know if there's any newer releases, but I've always wanted a copy. I've read some of the Dead Sea Scrolls online. I don't know if it was accurate or not like that, but I'm sure it's pretty good. But yeah, this is my first Penguin Classics actually. So that was only $3, so I couldn't leave that there. Big fan of the Dead Sea Scrolls and the history behind it, and the myth and the lore and all that, because it's linked to Atlantis and other things like that. They say that there's a hidden chamber under the left paw of the Sphinx, and that's like the resting place of either more Dead Sea Scrolls, or the true Dead Sea Scrolls, or the rarer Dead Sea Scrolls, or the just like something like that. So it's cool to think that that's actually legit. But yeah, I got some pretty cool sci-fi. Now this is a big pile that I got. I just wish I got this off eBay. I think I paid $70. There's like 30 odd books here. I just wish that the descriptions of these books, like people put a better description of the books when they were putting them on eBay, because they only showed the spines, and these books were filth. They were so dirty and grimy and disgusting. When I went through them, I had to wash my hands. So they were just so filthy. The books themselves are in not bad condition. Aside from that, I've cleaned them up as best I can with, I use this orange power stuff. It seems to be okay. It does leave a bit of a citrusy smell, but it goes away. It goes away after about 12 hours or so. So that's not too bad. Overall, I'm happy now that I had to clean it, but it took me over an hour to clean all these. So it was a bit of a pain in the ass, but it is what it is. Fuck it. I just wish people describe their books better. That's all I'm saying. I know I try and describe them as best I can on my Etsy store, New Space Age Books. Nice little segue there. Well, we'll start with the first one. I got Sapphire Road by Win Whitford. I'm pretty sure I have this one. I got this one. I'm pretty sure I got this from my big New Space Age books lot. So, yeah. I just don't have, I don't have all my books here. So, these will be good placeholders until I get all my books up here. I'll do that. I got The Egg Child by Lorna Baxter. A lot of them had stickers on them that I peeled off, and they just took the paint off. But these are for me. I was going to maybe sell a couple of these, but I don't think I'm going to be able to, because I want to sell good condition, as best condition as possible. The Eternity Stone, Aidan Foster Roman and Mary Cox Roman. A warrior from beyond the stars unleashes an awesome power. I actually want to read this one. I've been looking for this. I've heard people talk about this before. So we got Land Right, a Simon Luther. This is an old digit book. It's been covered, which I don't mind that, because it's quite a fragile book. And it's from 1957, perhaps. But not a lot of them had these stickers on it as well. Or Valhalla Games and Hobbies from Perth. So I must have bought them from a guy from Perth, which is just fine. It's got quite a lot of foxing on it and stuff, but it's all right. It's just got a cool cover. It's got that real sort of 50s sci-fi sort of look to it. So. There was a couple of covered ones, one in particular I wasn't happy about, but it's okay. This is awesome. I didn't have this one, and I've been looking for this for a long time. This is Harry Harrison and Leon Stover. Stonehenge, Where Atlantis Died. This is so good. I like my Atlantis stuff. I love a lot of the works of fiction of Atlantis because they're based off the non-fiction stuff, and it's so good. Atlantis is one of my favorite things to read about, fiction and non-fiction. Absolutely love it. So this is really cool. That one will be probably, out of all of them, that's going to be high up on the TBR, probably first on the TBR. Got the Space Mavericks by Michael King, missing the corner, but I don't care. It's really cool. It's a beautiful cover. Got a fantasy here, Sword Point, a novel by Alan Kushner. I really like that. That's a beautiful bit of art there. That's fantastic. We got Raven, book number 2, A Time of Ghosts by Richard Kirk. I've seen this series before. I don't know if I've seen this one, but this is it's like a female barbarian warrior type thing, which is fucking awesome. So again, sick artwork. Definitely. I don't know if I have one of these or not, but they just look it looks so familiar. But I do have a lot of like female warrior barbarian type books back at home, so I could be just getting confused with these, but with those ones. But that looks so good. I do want to read this series. Looks fantastic. Tark and the Golden Tide. I have this one already. This is always in the tradition of Conan. It's like Conan wasn't. I'm sure Conan wasn't the first, but I suppose the most popular. We got Tark. That's really cool. I don't know what book that is. I'm sure there's quite a few of these Tark books. It's from 77. I have that already. Not here though. Kirik and the Lost Queen, again in the tradition of Conan. This is an oldie. This is an old. I can't even read that. What is this? Paramount Books by Gardner F. Fox. Doesn't have a date, so I can't tell you. But it was only 65p, so that's pretty cool. Kirik and the Lost Queen. I haven't heard of this character before. So we got the Micronauts. I wanted to read this one because I love like there was an old show where, like, I think in the 70s possibly, where people went to another planet, and like humans went to another planet and they were small and everything else was so large or something like that. It was just, I don't know, it's just some cool artwork in there. I just love that concept where people shrink down, or they go to a planet where everything's a lot larger than it should have been, but they're normal size in comparison to their planet. But when they go to another planet, I like that because it would be so fascinating. I would love to be able to shrink down, and explore things. That would just be really cool. A bit weird, but hey, be cool. But yeah, I've heard about this one before, so I'll get to that one eventually. Silent Galaxy by William Tedford. That was by, did I say that was by Gordon Williams? This is, William Tedford, Silent Galaxy. This one was absolutely trashed. It's a lot better condition now. It's been eaten away. Readable. All these books are 100% readable. It's just they were so dirty and gross and just grimy. And feeling them now, it's fine. But they were disgusting, man. They were so fucking gross. But that's just got a little wrap around. Same cover, but still cool. I heard about this before. I'm pretty sure this is my first Womack. This is Random Acts of Senseless Violence. Great colourful cover there. This is like a cyberpunk, science fiction-y type stuff, perhaps. Yeah. But I've heard good things, so I'll definitely give that a go. Voyage to the Third. What? Voyage to the Red Planet. Terry Bison, whatever. This is a good Mars sci-fi. I'm assuming that's what it is, if it's Red Planet. Gold Star, science fiction novel by Zach Hughes. Cool spaceship on there. This was a Hugo. Oh, this is a hard science adventure. I thought it said Hugo. Hard science adventure. Signet. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. David Brin, The Practice Effect. I don't know if I have this one. a bit of sun fading on there, but I don't care. I do have a lot of Bryn though. Wrap around cover. It's pretty cool. Star Hunt by David Gerald. This is venture number 6. I've got a couple of these. Don't know if I've got this one. It's got a really cool cover. It's got a spaceship. Art by Eddie Jones from 77. That's cool. The Reluctant Wizard by Neil K. Newell. This is a Manor Books. So obviously fantasy from 1979. They reference this to, it says, in the great Tolkien tradition. So, I mean, I've never read Lord of the Rings, so I can't compare. I do have a nice copy that I need to read. And it's not that I don't want to read it, it's just I've got other things to read and I've seen the movies. So I tried a long time ago before the movies, but it's just too much. So now that I've read the movies, what? Now that I've seen the movies, I think that'll be better now to read the books, because I'll have that pre-knowledge of all the characters and I don't have to, or most of the characters at least, and then I don't have to bother. I don't have to focus as much. I can just read it at my leisure. What is this? The Fellowship of the Hand. Edward D. Hock. At first I thought this isn't sci-fi, but I think it's just more of a future sci-fi sort of thing, not as opposed to like spacefaring sci-fi. So, Quest of the Dawnstar by Gordon McBain. This looks really good. I love that art. That's fucking great art there. And it's also about Atlantis. So that's another reason why I like it. From 1984. Oh, what a year. So this is ticking all the boxes. This could go straight to the list, top of the list. Here we have an old Mayflower. I don't have many Mayflowers, if any at all. This one's called Battle for the Stars by Edmund Hamilton. This one's covered, but it is in okay condition, a bit of foxing, but the whole book itself is, yeah, beautiful. It is a little bit fragile the first couple of pages, but I mean, it's 1961, so what do you expect? Definitely readable. Just a shame that it's covered. Probably needed to be covered though, because I'm sure that would have fallen apart otherwise. Perry Rhodan 3. I think this is my first Perry Rhodan, by Kurt Ma and W.W. Scholes. Galactic Alarm. I know about the Perry Rhodan. I know there's a bunch of these. Like, I don't know if there's like 20 or 30 or something. This isn't the cover that I recognize though. It's a 1974 printing, but I know different versions of this book. So this one's got a little bit of water damage on it, just down here. Nothing major, but yeah. Fuzzy Sapiens by H. Bean Piper. This is a sequel. I've been looking for these ever since somebody talked about them. I think it was either Matt at Bookpilled or Science Fiction Reads. I can't remember, but somebody brought this to my attention and I was like, that sounds friggin' fantastic. So I've been on the lookout. I'm pretty sure this is the first Fuzzy Sapiens book that I have now. So it sucks that it's the second one, but this is still so good. Look, it's just great art. And you got the little cuties on the back there. Fucking awesome. Sky Climber, Raymond Z. Ingallum. There's a lot of just random ones that I've never heard before. Like a lot of authors that I haven't heard of. Like this, it's really good. It's a pretty good lot for that respect. I just, yeah, as I said, wish it was cleaner. Yeah, I've got no idea what this is. Frank Herbert. This is really cool. Direct Descent. This is the first mass market edition. One of the few that was in really nice condition, and it's got a beautiful artwork in here. I mean, very simple. Where's the one? Yeah, very simple, but just some really nice black and grey photographic style art. Yeah, really cool. No idea about this book. I may already have it because I did pick up a bunch quite a while ago last year that weren't Dune, but they were Frank Herbert. So we got Connie Willis, remake. This looks really cool. I don't have. I've got some Connie Willis. I don't know if I have this one, but that looks really good. Edmund Cooper, The Slaves of Heaven. This was another one that was just disgusting. It is a little bit damaged all across here, but it's got a really nice cover as well. Old Coronet. I've heard of the author before. Alien Worlds. This is really cool. This is Stories of Adventures on Other Planets, edited by Douglas Hill. Very small and very short. It's only 121 pages. So this has got C.S. Lewis, Ray Bradbury, Arthur C. Clarke, Bob Shaw, Robert Silverberg, John Brunner, and Carol Emshwiller. It's really cool. Definitely could flick through that pretty quick. Yeah, this one, John Wyndham, The Chrysalids. I already have a copy of The Chrysalids. It has been covered in some blue contact for some reason. I don't know why they chose like see-through blue, but it's an old Penguin Classics one. Is it Penguin Classics or just Penguin? Probably just Penguin. Because I guess at the time it wasn't a classic. Yeah, Penguin books. I'm looking for a copy of The Day of the Triffids in Penguin. Because I have the Kraken Wakes in a Penguin. Now I now have this one in Penguin. I have a different version of this that wasn't Penguin, but I just wanted to keep them all Penguin. I don't know. Why not? But it just sucks that this is covered in blue plastic. Or blue covering. But the book's fine. The book's really good. A little bit of writing on the front there, but that doesn't bother me. If I'm buying books secondhand, I don't care if they've been written in, as long as I can read it and it's cheap enough. And these, I think, were cheap enough. This one was gross as well. This is The Ring of Returnal by Charles L. Harness. Again, not a author I recognize. This is pretty trashed, but it's covered again in clear this time. But you can see like all that there. That's underneath the covering. So, but it's alright. It's fine. It's certainly readable. Cool cover. And then lastly, Paul Anderson, the guy I actually do recognize, The Day of Their Return. This is a corgi, big chunk taken out of there, which kind of sucks. But yeah, Bruce Pennington. Nice Pennington cover there. At least some of a Pennington cover. The Day of Their Return, 1978 edition from a 1975 story. So yeah, not too bad. I think overall pretty happy with this lot. For $70, and maybe a little bit of postage, I can't remember. But I ordered these a long time ago, but like a month or so ago, but the guy was away, so. But that's fine. Yeah, let me know in the comment section what the standout one for you is. I believe for me would be the two Atlantis ones, and then a couple of just the random sort of sci-fi ones like this. This one's really cool. But until the next time, guys, enjoy what you're reading, whatever that may be. Thank you for watching my videos, commenting, and engaging in conversation, because I do try and respond, because there's usually only a couple of people. So nice and easy. Until the next time, guys, stay safe, take care, and be good.
Oh, hey. I just thought I'd tack on a little video at the end of this one, because this is a day or two later from the previous pickup, but a day after this pickup. I had a job interview and I was there like an hour early because I don't know the area and I just didn't know if I was going to get there in time. But anyway, I found a little op shop that I've never been to, in an area that I've never been to. So I had a little look-see, and I got a couple of books there, all $2 each, actually, except for this one. This was 50 cents. This is The Ghost That Came Alive. Just one of those little Apple Scholastic, junior scary books, Goosebumps-esque. This one is by Vic Crumb. Crumb. I I don't know. I already have this one, but it's not here, so cool. I got these. I want to record these. I want to read these into a microphone so that when my little nieces get a little bit older, they have something. And not just these types, I've got some other ones as well, but when they're a little bit older, they've got something from their uncle that they can listen to, just in case something happens as well to me or anything. So at least I got something like that. But yeah, I already have that, but 50 cents, I wasn't going to leave it there. I got a Heinlein. I got the Cat Who Walks Through Walls. I don't know if I have this one or not, but I thought for $2, I originally just saw, the Cat Who Walks Through Walls. Didn't even see that massive Heinlein on the spine there. I saw, the Cat Who Walks Through Walls. Oh, yeah, what's this? And I looked at it, and I was like, oh, it's Heinlein, because look at the beautiful bright red on that. So I hear this is pretty good, though. I had a little look online. I was like, oh, I haven't heard of this one. So I had a read of it, and I had a look up, and I heard it's pretty good. So I don't know if it's one of his best ones, but it's supposed to be a bit of a comedy, I think, and there was a little bit of comedy in Starship Troopers. Like, it's obviously not a comedy, but there was just a few little bits and pieces here that I actually did laugh at. I thought, oh, yeah, that's pretty funny. So maybe a full comedy will be good. Got book 4 in the Riverworld series, The Magic Labyrinth. This one, funnily enough, this is the only one I needed. I don't have the others here with me. My first copy, though, so my copy of book 1, the To Your Scattered Bodies Go, is fallen apart. Still readable. All the pages are there, but they're as soon as you turn a page, they just fall out. So I can read it technically, but I am still looking for a replacement for that for the shelf. But that's a good reading copy, that's for sure. So this is the only one that I needed, and I remembered because I remember this cover. It's a really, really nice cover. It's a Melvin cover because it's got beautiful artwork, and all the rest that I have, they sort of match this sort of cover and this sort of style. So not that it really matters, but it's still cool when that happens. So that's good. I really want to read that series. I have I started reading the first one, but then it was annoying me that the pages were coming out. That was back when I cared. Now I don't really care, so at least I can read it. I got another. Like I said in my last video that I'd never had a penguin. Well, in the previous video, never had a Penguins Classic before, and now I've got another one. This is Friedrich Nietzsche. Yep. Beyond Good and Evil. This is really cool. This has just got like a lot of quotes, like this one I read the other day when I got it. Anyway, it's just got lots of quotes, and he's a great thinker. Like what do they call those fucking things? I don't know. He's just a good thinker, and it's just stuff that he's thought up and stuff like that. And it was very interesting. I've read a couple of pages, and it's really cool. So I'm definitely going to look out for more of these Penguin Classics because there's a lot more. I don't want them all. I don't want the classics. I think I want the classics in a different version. But these little ones like this, I'm very happy to have that. And then I got The Cuckoo's Calling by Robert Galbraith. I know what you're going to say. This is J.K. Rowling, but I don't give a fuck. I want to read it. So I picked it up. I didn't know that this was like a massive series, and I was going to pick up and buy the new one that came out. Black Ink Heart or Ink Black Heart or something like that. But then I found out that it was actually part of a series. So I found the first one. $2. Beautiful. I nearly bought it brand new, but I'm happy to have that one. I just read Holly Jackson 5 Alive. Wasn't bad. So I was sort of in a mood for some thrillery type whodunit, and I do like my detective type stories. So this one sounds really cool. And then, not at the opshop, but on Facebook Marketplace up here, I saw this, and I knew straight away, oh my god. They had a bunch of hardcovers, just random hardcovers, really good ones, but this is the only one I was after, for $10. So I raced straight over to pick it up. met them, picked it up, paid $10 for this. As soon as I left, I opened it up. Is it a first edition? Is it a first edition? No, it isn't a first edition. It's a 91 edition. So the first edition is I think of 1990. This one's 91, but it's still worth more than the $10 that I paid for it. So I'm not going to be selling this one. If it was a first edition, I'd be selling it like fucking like that, because they're worth hundreds of dollars. It's crazy. I had a look online, and an ex-library copy of a first edition was going for like $230 or something like that. And I saw that I think a sold copy of a first edition went for like $600 or something like that. So absolutely crazy. I didn't know they went for that much. I knew they were a bit pricey, so maybe that was a bit of a fluke. But this, I've never seen a hardcover of Jurassic Park. I had the double hardcover of Jurassic Park and Congo, which I might get rid of that now because I already have a copy of Congo as well. But I've always wanted just a hardcover of Jurassic Park. So I'm reading at the moment Kaiju thing, the Kaiju book from Scalzi. So they reference Snowpiercer. They reference Snow. What's his name? Snowblind or whatever. Snow Crash. They reference Snow Crash in there a lot, so I might be reading Snow Crash next, or this, because I've never read Jurassic Park and I really want to. So yeah, but nice little addition, add-on to the previous one. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned. I've got a huge pickup video coming, which I'm going to split it up into about 5 or 6 parts, because it's I bought another collection from somebody. Yay! Until next one, guys. Stay safe, stay happy, enjoy reading whatever they may be, and take care.